We'll be joined by Robbie Blake after the Rocks have recorded a 3-0 triumph here against Sittingbourne at Narwood Lane in the FA Cup. And Robbie, that's a game that the Rocks have bounced back after two disappointing league defeats. How important was it to get that win?
Yeah, I think it was massive in terms of confidence for some players. Like we spoke about, we are a young team, and hopefully that with a clean sheet will give them confidence to. We said before the game that we needed to have a spark today and to kickstart our season. Although we're 5 games in, let's try and treat this as the first game of the season from now on. Forget about all the rubbish that's gone on before that previous, and we need to knuckle down and put in a performance, and we did that today. And I thought we scored some excellent goals, and it's nice for the defence to keep a clean sheet, and Petter obviously keeping a clean sheet as well. So it was good because we had some good commanding performances at the back today, and that was important. So yeah, it was a great win for us, and obviously financially, hopefully for the club as well, it's a little bit more money in for the football club, which is obviously all important as well.
Yeah, and the first 15 minutes or so, Bogner were firing on all cylinders and really killed the game in that passage. And you thought the Rocks would go on and win comfortably, and of course they did. But were you disappointed there wasn't more goals in the second half?
Yeah, I think you always are when you're going at 3-0. You're expecting a few more goals, but sometimes Carl, football doesn't always pan out like that, does it? But I think the most important thing is we kept a clean sheet. We kept trying to score. I think even in the final third, our decision making second half wasn't probably perfect. Smudge is desperate to score, but he's creating all the chances, which is positive. And I think, like you said, the game was over in the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes. To be honest, we've seen a couple of games this year that in the league games that could have been 2-0, 2 or 3 up after 15 minutes, and we haven't gone. So it was nice to get that first goal, and I think we are a confidence team that once we do get the first goal, we play a little bit better with freedom as well.
And you mentioned Smudger didn't score. Of course, Brad Lethbridge did, and he took his goal quite nicely, and that will do his confidence no harm whatsoever. And we look forward to seeing a fully fit Brad turning out for the Rocks this season. That will do his confidence no harm whatsoever.
Absolutely. No, it's only his second game back, so it's his first start. So obviously we realise that he's going to be a massive asset for us this season, and you could see that in the first half. So yeah, it's great to have him. It's great to give us that little bit extra penetration on the left hand side, where we probably the first 4 or 5 games we relied on Jimmy too much. So it's good to have that balance on the left hand side as well. But listen, for me, he improves our team, so it's great that we've got him.
And you mentioned he improves our team. Of course, we need to improve in the league, and next week we go to Thurrock. And how much confidence will this give the boys going into that league game, Robbie?
Yeah, it should give us a massive lift. We scored 3 goals, and it doesn't matter about opposition sometimes, Carl, because the goals we actually did score, they were very good goals, and I think we've seen last season, this season, that we can score really good goals against the best opposition or opposition at the same level of us. So we've got to take a lot of confidence into it today. It's a 3-0 win. Although it's the FA Cup, we've got to, as individuals and collectively, we've got to look at that and say, what did I do? What was good? What did I do that was right today? And if we take that on board, I just said to them after the game, this is a stepping stone now that we must kick on now. It's a league game. We're not in a great league position, although it's very early, and we need to start getting some points in the league sooner rather than later.
And finally, Robbie, the rear guard have taken some stick over the last few matches, and today you mentioned they got a clean sheet, and how much should they take out of that performance?
Absolutely should take it. I think Ben's been outstanding anyway since he's come. Craney gives us great experience. Ash gives us youthfulness, and I thought Keaton was outstanding today. To be honest, I thought he was my man of the match. I think. So that was really important, obviously, and it was good for Petter as well. He looked to shoot at the back. He come for some throw-ins, come for some crosses, so that was really good for him, and hopefully confidence-wise that'll give him a lift as well. But overall, it was a good team performance. The lads worked hard in front of them as well, so that was important. So yeah, we're really happy.
Brilliant, Robbie, thanks very much. We'll see you at Thurrock.
Top man, Carl. Cheers, buddy.